So, on the spur of the moment kind of situation, I bought a mic, uh, and I thought it would be a great idea to just make YouTube videos, just because I think it could help the community move forward and progress faster. There's plenty of brilliant individuals who are coming up with super creative decks. And I'm pretty sure you know them all. But at the end of the day, I feel like there's nothing that people can't figure out over time. And so instead of just keeping everything under wraps, why not just show it to the community, and hopefully you guys can take your own spin on it and reinvent the wheel and make it more efficient. So to my knowledge, there's not the same version of the decks I'm about to show you. There's a lot of cards that are being used to some extent in these the new Crimson Kingdom packs. Those new cards are being used in some extent to push older decks or to make new decks. But the thing I'm about to show you, as of this recording right now, is pretty new. At least I haven't seen it anywhere else. So on the screen right now, you see that there is that deck. It's basically a fire attribute vanilla beatdown, sort of. It has the same kind of advantages as a vanilla beatdown, but it has a kicker, which is Goka, the zombie fire thing. It's pretty good. It gives you crazy OTK potential, and it operates well given the certain cards that are released, just because the fire attribute and vanilla monsters are super strong right now, but they don't go in with any good character skill aside from restart. See, so how that works is Goka comes out on the field. You can special summon him out onto the field if you have a fire monster on the field. And when you summon it, the cost of the card is that you have to tribute a fire monster. So instead of letting your fire monster go to waste, you can chain in your order charge enemy controllers to get some additional value off of your card. This deck operates best when your starting hand has something to protect your initial vanilla monster. See, like, I should have lost right here. I don't know why he didn't attack. But we're gonna punish that by, see, you can't take, and then hope for the 2 heads. We get it, and then yeah. So he has a Spear Karibo. It doesn't matter. Spear Karibo, because one attack goes through, another attack goes through. So it has big game potential, and even if you don't get the combo off, it's still really good as a normal beatdown deck. The matchups for this deck it's pretty good for everything else, except for Harpies and Mako, which is kind of sad because that's the 2 top decks right now. Or one of the two of the top few decks. Mako with its Umi kind of shuts down all the pyro stuff and makes it, like, for instance, the Apache is 1650 as a result, which sucks. And Harpies, I feel like, is sometimes a better version of this deck because it can pop back row, and it has more control aspect than this deck. This deck really is more meant to be going aggressive. So I don't know exactly what's going on right here because I'm watching the replays fresh, just like you guys. So I'm playing against Relinquish. I'm not sure about win or lose. See, so made a mistake. What I should have done previously, I should have not ordered the charge. I should I should have laid down my econ. So always, not always, but in this case, laying down your econ would probably help me win. Just because I could have protected and then summon my second monster and then save my order to charge with the Relinquish. In general, I don't lose to Relinquish with this deck just because econ and order to charge really kind of stops it in its track. But I think that's the highlight of this small showcase. I have another deck I want to show you, but it's not that good. It's a bluff trap deck. There's tons of bluff trap decks. The reason why I don't want to put too much focus on this bluff trap deck, because I don't think it's that good in the meta right now, to be honest. It's not big enough to be over 3-star demotion, and at the same time it's not it's not quick enough to match up to stuff like Mako and like Harpies, which can also get pretty big too, and can potentially climb over or kind of like tap your monsters into defense position and just run over them. So the only recording I have left of this is this one, and I just want to show you I guess a new card that can play well into the bluff trap deck, and that's Light Ray Guilford, or is it? As you can tell, this is very on the fly. Yeah, so this card. So you can special summon him if you have additional light monster that's level 5 or higher. So sometimes you want to summon like Freed or something like that, or you have something on the field and you just want to push for game, you can. And it just gives you something to play, because sometimes you just don't have Aram Lease in the graveyard, and you don't have like a tribute, you don't have a storm to do to get the statues out. So at least it gives you something to play. I think in this replay I'm running two light rays, and that's a good thing about Freed, is that Freed can search out Light Ray, and it's gonna search out Dust Knight too. So because the card is kind of new, people don't know exactly what Freed does. But I'm pretty sure this deck, as it goes on, will be less effective, just because people will know what's going on exactly. So because I negated his Soul Exchange, he gets to attack. But luckily I have a econ face down, and I pop to chain to get his Oracle to have a decrease in attack. And damn, that was close to losing. So yeah, as you can see, if you don't have Storm or anything like that to get rid of the statues, you're really screwed. So as much as this deck rides on having Dust Knight dump the Aram Lease into the graveyard, or have something to stay on the field long enough for you to tribute off, it also rides on having Storm to storm away your statues and the people's back row, your opponent's back row, to go in to attack safely. So that's why I feel like Bluff Trap right now is pretty weak. It's not in a good spot, is what I'm saying. maybe has new packs or new cards get released where they have better 5 stars, maybe, or maybe a different version that doesn't run Aramleys. I think would work pretty well. But I haven't tried that yet. So I have another deck concept, but it's so rough that I feel like it'll be a more entertaining video if we just kind of build the deck together, and then take it into rank and see where it goes. So thank you guys for joining in. Let me know how you think, what you liked about the video and what you don't like. I think I just want to show more ideas to the community and see where you guys take it. If you guys like it, sound off. Let me know. Thanks.